What you're gonna do? Give Papa a kiss and you're gonna have to go next door. Alright? Come give me a hug. I'm going next door.
I cannot believe this.
It's massive, innit? Hey, Baba.
I can't believe this.
Hey, Baba. Here's your iPads.
Yes.
I can't believe this.
iPads? Come over here.
When I saw them, they were like proper babies.
Man, if I was to show you a picture of them when they were like, it's like that. It's like looking at them.
Oh
it's like,
my god.
Man, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
And you got none. And you got no kids.
Hey, Claire. Hey, Claire.
Nah, I don't have kids now, man.
No.
Come back over here with them, please.
When you start,
Brother. Nah, man.
Come on.
Nah. I can't believe it. That is a massive, massive, massive shock.
Can you use the iPad?
Poet's just walked in with his boys. Do you know what the maddest thing is, bro?
Go on,
The
tell
last time I saw them was here.
I know. That's why I brought them back. They were on camera, right?
They was on camera, and they were so. Do you know what? I really want to see if we can get the footage, just to
I've
just
got it
quickly
on
go
my phone
back.
right now.
Is it?
Suppose I made that little folder of all the... Oh, God, Chad.
Yeah,
Was it
man.
live, yeah? Yeah. So they saw them again?
Yeah.
The contrast.
That is bro. You know, like when you're saying you're with the G's, I'm looking, I'm thinking, who are you with?
And then you see them
I
rolling.
see them rolling. I said, nah. Man's rolling with these G's, you know.
I'm outside. Listen, they are my best friends, fam. I can't lie. They really are best friends, fam. They just
That
roll
is
you.
incredible, bro.
Just gotta feed them.
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
Sure they're cool. And give them their iPads.
Oh, that is. How long have you had them?
Monday.
Since Monday.
Yeah. So like even
Crazy.
today, obviously I knew you was coming off the flight. So I was when EA Sports was hitting me up, I was like, do you know what? I don't know because I gotta get someone to come with me.
Yeah. I hear
Then
that.
I cancelled them. And
Do you
then
know
I
what?
said
To be
come.
fair, I ain't even got a lot of time. I actually have to go. But I did not want to record today.
That makes sense.
Do you get what I'm saying? I wanted
Yeah.
to just come in and just have a quick reasoning and whatever. There was things that was going on or whatnot. But this is that is like, do you know what it is? Obviously, I'm not going to get into all of it. It's not that. But me and
Yeah.
you talk.
Exactly.
We are friends.
Yes.
This is my Poet is my brother. We don't just pod. We talk on the phone. So I know things. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I
yeah.
see that, bro, like it makes me feel emotional, blood. I can't even lie, cause like, brother,
It's mad.
bro, the last time I saw them was here.
I know.
Like, I'm sure which one of them come up to him like was
Zion.
Okay.
The most oblivious boy I've ever met in my life.
That is crazy,
Bro, let me show you.
bro.
These little humans, bro, that are just
Yeah, too cute.
their little hair in it.
That is crazy.
Where is it?
Oh, they should model. They need to model. They have to model. Oh yeah. Contrast.
He could now. They're strolling in by themselves. They don't need me to sit on my papa's lap or they're doing their own thing, boy.
That's crazy. Me say my brother anyway. How are you, man?
Listen, man. Blessed day, man. God is good. The sun's out.
Give thanks,
You're back here safely,
brother. I'm back, bro. I got off the plane. 3 hours ago?
Jesus.
About 3 hours ago, bro. I had a wicked time, bro.
You definitely wore the wrong outfit because you didn't realize you brought the sun with you.
No, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, do you know what it is?
Still in his pocket.
My passport's still in my pocket, but this was what I wore. Okay, right, hear this then. This is what I wore to the airport when I was leaving.
Yeah.
And when I was leaving, it was raining, it was cold, but I didn't want to take a jacket with me because I knew I was not going to wear a jacket when I went out there. So I thought I'll deal with the rain and that while I'm here because I know I'm getting on the plane and I know when I get off the plane it's fine. And then when I came back, I thought it might be a little rainy and whatever. But I ain't had the time to go. I ain't had the time. I ain't had the time. But
Give me 2
they
seconds.
call it, yeah. Go for it. But I can't believe it.
Yes, Baba, you okay?
Did you know they was here?
No.
Did you see my story?
Oh. EA Sports, can you give them the Wi-Fi, please?
Yes.
Yes, no problem. They said to me, Papa, Wi-Fi.
Is it?
What the hell's going on in my life? Anyway, back to Antigua.
Yeah, man.
right?
Look, I had it was intense. There was a lot going on, man. But you know what? Like, it was a big eye opener for me
Okay, why?
because I think, and this is what I was saying to like a few of the people, like locals and stuff that were out there. Was like, they kept asking me like, have I ever been to a carnival before? And I was like, yeah, well, I've been to Notting Hill Carnival. And like the Notting Hill Carnival is very different to like those type of carnivals, yeah. Like Notting Hill Carnival is special in its own right, but like what I was explaining to them is that I've been going to Notting Hill Carnival probably since I was 5 years old. But my dad was heavily involved in sound system culture, and so naturally, so was I. So my carnival experience growing up from 5 years old all the way up to being a big adult has always been sound system culture. That's my heart. That's what to this day, I still just love that. Yeah. So whenever I go to Notting Hill Carnival, we always do the same thing. We'll be by Labrador High Road for a tiny bit where you see the floats and costumes and whatever else, yeah. But what's the first thing I'm planning on doing? Sound system.
Yeah, I hear you.
And that's what I do. So anything else that I see outside of that is only bits and pieces. I hear about things like Juve where people are out at 6 o'clock in the morning and doing all of that, but it's just not like, it's never been my thing, bro.
It doesn't feel right.
It just doesn't feel right to me. Yeah. And like, luckily enough, the Notting Hill Carnival has always had sound system culture in the mix with the other side of it. But being in a country, yeah, where you see the other side in its authentic state.
Is it thank you, Chuckie box?
But being there and seeing it in its authentic state, yeah, is incredible, bro. Because this is the thing. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm a soca head. I'm not a soca head, bro. But I tell you one thing that I can do. I can go into a bit of culture, especially black culture. If there's all these different parts of it, yeah, I can go into it and be like, okay, what is this? Help me to understand it, and let me just marinate in it and see if I can find parts in it that I like. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
So like one of the things that happened, yeah, this is where I knew I was in, bro. You know, like they have these things that start at like pre-carnival stuff, like, that might start at 12 and it goes on till like 10 in the morning and shit, yeah. We went to one thing.
Wait, what?
12, bro, this is such a normal thing. Let me tell you something. See this carnival, yeah, and those carnivals over there, they don't stop, you know.
What do you mean they don't stop?
This starts at 10, it finishes here, then at this time you go in there, then you go in here, bro, there's so much going on, yeah. It's crazy. But anyway, one of the first things that we went to, yeah, was one thing called Rise. And it was like, we've got there, they said it started at 12, we've got there at 2 in the morning. Now, at that time, I'm like, I'm ready and I'm okay. But I'm just not there, right? Anyway, big parties going on. There's like a few thousand people there, whatnot. Sound system, DJs just playing soca, everyone's in the vibes and that. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, cool, whatever, just doing my little thing, yeah. Bro, as soon as the water touched me, because there was a don that was like spraying up, like every time the music would kind of climax in a certain way, the man would get the water and he would just sort of spray into the crowd. And the London in me at first when I was looking at it was like, I don't know if I'm not really trying to do all of that. Bro, poet, let me tell you something. You see, when I was in the middle of that crowd, yeah, and that water touched me, I was in.
Yeah, man.
I was fucking in.
Get in.
Brother. Oh my, we were just in there, just vibes in, paint getting thrown all over the place and whatnot. Bro, it was like, it made sense. Like when you go there and you see it in that environment, it just makes so much sense in a weird way. But also, what is funny is that like, to me, I see like soca fans like grime fans.
What do you mean?
So
territorial.
Like, they're very, 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 and I understand.
Yeah.
Though, I understand. So like, for example, remember, the Notting Hill Carnival is quite different in a sense, yeah? So we might say, me and you will have a conversation and we might say, yeah, Notting Hill Carnival's coming up. What Taliban's going to be the tune of the carnival or whatever, yeah? And I remember 2019, where I was like, yeah, I think flipping Toast, Coffee is going to be like the tune or whatever. Yeah. And the soca heads got onto me like crazy. But it was like...
comments everywhere.
Bro, because that tweet went outside of my initial community and it went over there. So to them, they're like, what are you talking about? Like Coffee as a carnival tune. So they're onto me, bro. Like literally, you know when I tell you this tweet did not stop getting licked down for like 2-3 weeks. They were so onto it because for them, when you see carnival in its natural state, them rhythms get played at the end. They don't get played until like, you don't hear them you don't hear them until like, it's like the R&B and slow jams. You know, like we have R&B and slow jams, and then the last half an hour, 45 minutes, it gets changed up, and then everyone starts going mad. That's how it is for them, innit? Yeah. But bro, let me tell you something. Like, we'll sit down and reason on everything another day, but it was incredible, man. It was such a good experience. It was much better than I thought it would be. There were certain things there that we did that, we shouldn't have been doing. Like, there were certain places we went there, it was a bit boring and we shouldn't have, like, but it was like, you know, it's part of the working aspect. And I think that for them, the people that took us out there, I will give them some constructive criticism on what I think that they could do to make it a more enjoyable experience. Even though it was enjoyable, there was just certain elements where it was like, we're going here at this time. Like, we didn't really need to go there that early, or we didn't really, like, this thing that was happening here, that was a big people's thing. Like, if you're trying to modernize it a little bit, I understand that you want us to see this element, but to go there and be there for 3-4 hours is not going to work, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you could never have someone like me there.
Oh, brother. Oh, yeah,
Find a way to slip out. I'll be like, yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
Yeah. But you got to, like, I think, yeah, you would have done your head in certain parts. Other parts, you would have loved it. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, you would have enjoyed it more than you would expect to enjoy it.
No, do you know what? I'll be real with you. Watching I'm vexed you're back. Put it that way, I'm vexed you're back. Yeah. When I saw Going to Rest, then you was back out like at 6:45 in the morning or something like that. And it's just pack out and there's peeing everywhere. I said, you know what? On holiday, that's my thing. Go mad.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Go mad. And the blood, I'll be honest with you. The gal, oh my Antigua, God, bro. Blood. Oh. Jesus Christ, bro. Oh my God.
You say 9 months now, there's a little twins coming your way?
No. But the vibe, energy in that was good, man. It was a good few days. I had so much going on in that. And I tell you one thing it definitely did. It made me say, I want to see more carnivals. I like, every time I have the opportunity, I've always said I want to go to different Caribbean islands. I say it all the time. But then where do I end up going? I go back to Jamaica because I love Jamaica for obvious reasons. Also, like, connections, family, roots, just the place where I get to charge my back. I just love it there, innit? Yeah. But going there made me say, you know what? I need to go Barbados Carnival. I need to go Trinidad Carnival. I need to go St. Lucia Carnival. I need to go to St. Kitts. I need to go to all the saints. All the saints. I need to, wherever there's a saint and there's a carnival, I need to go. But I need more money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I went St. David's and St. Catherine's, so I'm not really a fan of the Saints.
Okay.
You know about that school? That school is terrible. So,
I hear that.
Nah, but honestly, money. But the thing is, if you go to Jamaica, like if you went to Jamaica,
they got a carnival
around I know, because Chance the Rapper got in problems there. If they have a carnival, say there's a carnival in Trinidad on a particular day, just go to Jamaica, go to the carnival a couple of days, come back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I understand why you'd go to Jamaica, because we need more money. So therefore, we can't just leave the country and prioritize an island that's not really us. Like, you've got to see your family, and so I hear it, man. But it was honestly wicked, to see you, Taser, and I say Taser and Marvin for just the fact that, like, I've known Marvin for years. I've known you for years. I've known Taser for years. So just to see where I've met you, which is through this work, and then years later getting invited to Antigua, I just think it is sick.
Marvin was actually the connect because he done it last year.
He did. I saw him when he did it last year, to be fair.
And he was the connect. He just reached out to me and was like, "Listen, this is what's happening or whatever. Do you want to do it?" I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Because again, it was like an excuse for me to go and see another Caribbean. Because as I said, I always go back to Jamaica. If you told me, "Oh yeah, we're gonna sort something out or whatnot," and I'm paying my money, then I probably would have just went back to Jamaica. However, all right, a privilege, I got to go to this place and I didn't get to pay to go there. They sorted that out. But now that I saw it, I would pay to go.
Serious?
I would pay to go. There was just a couple of things I wouldn't do, but outside of that, bro, I would go again. I'll go with the man them, and I would have a wicked time, bro.
Can I ask you a question? You know when you said there's a lot going on in one of your snaps, and then the next snap there was a scene where someone was filming discreetly. Do you know what I'm talking about? And Taser was there, and you had no top on. I think it's like someone was filming from this angle, and I don't think you was in the camera, so you wouldn't have filmed it. And then it went back to you walking like there was a lot going on.
Oh yeah, I remember saying that, but I can't even remember.
But when I say I was watching your thing like a movie.
Serious?
The food.
Yeah, the food.
When you was on the boat and there was one young lady just filming you, and Listen, I gotta say, Spray, I know why for this, but the body arrived.
Yeah, the body, yeah. It's lightly alright. Yeah, lightly alright. Yeah. Discipline, innit? There's a bit of discipline.
You just gotta give credit where credit's due, innit? My body hasn't arrived. It's still
Yeah, man, it was good. The hotel was nice and that as well. Like, you know, I don't really do the all-inclusive thing like that, really. But I tell you what, the food for me slapped. The people in there was good. Like, it was just an all-round really good experience. There was an all-round really good experience, but it was a joke. Couple things that we'll talk about another time.
Brother. Yeah, I just want to hear the things in between the lines.
Yeah. There's a couple of things, but I need to make sure that they're all right with me discussing some of it.
No.
Yeah.
You don't have to discuss it here.
Right.
I have your number.
Right. What are you telling me? How are you, bro?
Good. Just, yeah, I'm good, man, to be honest with you. Just doing dad life, enjoying it, making sure work is running smooth.
Yeah.
And just seeing that Gigs is back, so I'm really, really happy.
Gigs is back, bro. So this is the thing, yeah? I was away... actually, this is the last thing I'll say on this, actually, yeah? So when I was in Antigua, I didn't have no data. So the only time that I was using my phone was in a hotel, and I could have had data. I could have done... But I just wanted to just experience, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to just be there, experience or whatever. So... I was only really seeing certain things when I was coming back to the hotel, and one of them was Gigs.
Yes.
I see Gigs was back with... Well, I see he was already out in wherever he was with Diddy anyway.
Yeah, he was in America, in Miami, watching Messi play with David Beckham. DJ
he looked like
Khaled.
he was coming on the pitch, though. Did you see that picture?
Who, Gigs?
Yeah.
Yeah, he took a picture on the pitch.
Yeah.
He was actually sitting front row.
Oh, was he? But there's actually a picture. I don't know if you will be able to find it, yeah. It looks like he's standing where the players' tunnel is. And then you see Gigs, you see Messi coming off, and you see Gigs looking forward like he's about to walk onto the pitch. It's a funny picture still.
No, I know exactly what it took, because Zion tweeted it and said, I thought I saw Gigs type of thing. Yeah, to be honest with you,
you'd have to put Gigs, Messi, and rapper, by the way.
To be honest with you, like, that's... I ain't seen anyone do a comeback at this age like this, where it's so subtle. It's just... But it's so effective.
100%.
Like, he literally went to the Miami. So Messi has just signed for Inter Miami, a team owned by David Beckham, and obviously he started really, really well. I think he's got like 7 goals in 4 games. But I think it's either his first game or his second game. You see Gigs at the game with Diddy as company, David Beckham as company. It's just, for me, knowing where Gigs is coming from. Like I said, when you think about Gigs making songs, talking about being blackballed by the BBC, to now sitting down with David Beckham and Diddy and Rick. It's just absolutely mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, it's incredible, bro.
Mind-blowing. And then he comes back with Mandem. And I can't lie to you, bro. Gigs at this age is still rapping his ass off.
To bits.
Big facts. Loon's voice. Big facts. He's rapping his ass off. Yeah.
He ain't lost a step.
He's not lost anything, my bro. It's ridiculous. Only thing I will say is, if you go to the end of the song, I would like an explanation for this.
You want me to go to the end of the song?
Yes, please. I would like an explanation.
Okay.
Just towards the end. Yeah, play. Right there. Should be right. What the hell are you talking about? He said it 8 times. Black King God. I just thought, Diddy, this is the thing what I like about the English. And Jay-Z, obviously. When they grow, it's like they grow with their age. Like Jay-Z when he raps now and Gigs. But when you are 57 years old, screaming Black King Gods 8 times at the end of the track, it doesn't feel right.
It didn't feel right.
It didn't feel, for me.
Yeah.
But Gigs, honestly,
you know what? I think even going with Diddy's part there, like, he's definitely had better times where he's done intros and outros. I wouldn't say that this was his best moment.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I would say if there was a losing of a step there, it was Diddy on this.
Do you know what?
I hear it though. Like, it looks good in that. But yeah, Diddy, I would say in this moment, he'd lost a step in his intro and outro. Because he's done some cold ones. That was just not the one.
Bro, for me, Diddy and Birdman were the two individuals that when they talk on a track, it's cold.
Yeah.
Now it's just Birdman. For me, after that performance there, it's just Birdman. But it's good to see Giggs is back. It's good to see that. It's on the Charlie Sloth as well. He's Fifth Fire in the booth.
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't had the time to watch that yet as well. So I'm now anticipating that album and I'm happy.
I'm really looking forward to that as well. Because I think like, what it felt to me was, when Giggs put out his album before, I remember it felt as though it just felt like it was a project that he just put out. That he just like, it felt like a nothing project, even though there was elements of it that I liked. It just kind of just came out not too far after a project that he'd already kind of had out, and it was just like, I don't know, is he trying to get out of a deal? Like, is it, one of them sort of situations? This now he's taken a break, he's come back, and now like before that you've heard features where he's like being super tired. He was on the Tiny Boost and Young's Tefting Body, and he's dropped a couple of verses in that where he's been proper good. But now I'm excited for this. Let me tell you something that I'm looking forward to though, Poe. Let me tell you exactly what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to hearing this Giggs and Dave tune. And let me tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because I hope that he does not let Dave off the hook like he has done before. Yeah? Don't let him do that again.
It was just straight murder.
Don't let him do that again. I hope,
it was straight murder.
I think that I'm speculating here that he's brought Dave back in on a subtle one and said, let's go again.
To be honest with you,
let's go again.
I know. It's where Dave came in like taking orders. How about taking orders?
Oh my God.
I know about taking orders.
Don't let him do that again. Don't let him do that again.
Great performance.
Don't let him do that again.
Bro, no, but honestly, you see when, sometimes, I don't know, but when I heard the opening of Dave's verse, it didn't matter who was going next. Yeah. So I just felt like anyone would have.
Yeah, but that's a Giggs project. You don't. I just think that I think Giggs was too polite. I'll be honest with you. I think in the last two, even was it Peligro or whatever it's called? Peligro. Yeah. I don't think that was that bad. I'll be honest with you. I think Giggs has been too polite. He wasn't polite with Kano and Wiley. Yeah. He wasn't polite then. Yeah, do you remember that? Was it Free Wheel Ups?
He went
he went
mad.
He wasn't polite with P Money.
He went crazy.
He wasn't polite with P Money.
Oh my God!
Don't be polite.
That tune was on FIFA, innit?
Yeah, it was.
Crazy.
Yeah. Don't be polite with them, man. Don't be polite with them.
But it's the tempo of that, because obviously, remember that time we spoke about how slow jam sometimes you can spit like either the 140 tempo on it or the.
Yeah.
When Giggs is on that sort of slow jam 140, he will kill man.
Yeah,
he'll kill body. But you see that tempo, straight murder. That was Dave written all over it. Also, special mention.
Go.
I want to give a special mention, and this is a big shout out to Giggs, because someone stole your flow on Meltdown, and I just want to say shout out Giggs. If we now play Meltdown, the song on Travis Scott's album with Drake, just tell me who this sounds like, please.
Oh my God!
Please, just tell me who this sounds like, please. No. Just play it. This is. I got it here. This is mad.
You know I said that this has got Giggs all over it, by the way.
But this is Giggs' flow.
Where do you want me to go in the rhythm?
It doesn't matter where you go. The whole thing's Giggs.
You know what I can hear now?
Oh. But you know when you hear it, I'll show you when you say hard. I'll show you when you do the other thing. I go back a bit. Scared of the six. This is all Giggs, bro. This.
Wait.
Still shout out Drake every single time.
When I first heard this is Meltdown, Travis Scott, and Drake. And I tweeted it as well. I said this has Giggs. I can't even listen to this song without even hearing Giggs on it. It's like I hear Giggs on this all day. This is perfect for him.
And the thing is, we know that Drake and Giggs have a decent relationship, and we also know Travis Scott tweeted lyrics from Giggs' album, Giggs' song. What was it called? Whipping Excursion. I remember that like it was yesterday.
I didn't know.
He just started tweeting lyrics from Whipping Excursion. So we both know that they're both aware of Giggs.
Yeah.
So there's no way you make
someone miss a step there.
Giggs should meant to be on that.
Someone missed a step there. Giggs is actually supposed to be on that.
Or at least no one's meant to take Giggs' flow for it. But that's another conversation for another day. That's just how I feel. But yeah, good to see Giggs is back. Very good to see Giggs is back. And I hope, long may he could be releasing music for the rest of the year.
I'm confident he delivers. I'm looking forward to hearing him and Potter together as well.
100%. But rappers are coming back, man. I see Fredo dropping a couple new songs now. Digga D dropped something with Potter Paper, which is really, really exciting for me. Two rappers that I love. Potter was free. Shout out Potter. I see you in Central London the other day, my guy. Man. Good
Potter's
man.
Cold, man. Potter's cold. I hope now that he can kind of stay focused and kick into that musical gear properly. But I'm looking for, like, it's sick, man. I think Fredo as well. Fredo for me is like probably the most improved rapper that I think he's probably the most improved rapper that I've seen. For me. When I used to hear Fredo rap, this was me. This is how I interpreted Fredo. Fredo rapped because he saw other people rapping and probably felt like, these men don't do what I do. Like, these men ain't real dons. Like, I do stuff. You get what I'm saying? Someone needs to be real saying some shit. So he just went on the record and just started saying what he felt was real to him and whatnot, yeah? But then I think later on, he started thinking, I could actually be better than man. Like, I could be better. It's not about being real now. I could actually be better. And I just think since Independence Day, he has gone into a whole next lyrical zone, yeah? In the way that the way that he paints pictures, tells stories, rapping ability, everything, like, and even standing next to man. Like, rapping and standing next to man. He's not getting dimmed out.
Nope.
He's not getting dimmed out. I just think I really like the direction in which Fredo is going. And also, you can see the businessman in him as well, which I like too. I think, bro, do you know what, yeah? People go on the timeline and they, like, talk about how dire everything is, yeah? And I hear elements of it, but I'm like, sometimes you lot are looking at this thing from a cup way half empty, you know?
But
there's actually a lot of good stuff if you avoid the noise. I promise you.
And that's all it is. I think a lot of people, it's like when I think about rap back in the day, man, when I used to see like Jay-Z dropping, then Nas would drop, then like, I don't know, Method might drop something, or like everyone that was dropping good stuff. Do you know where I'm coming from? And I think in this day where, the popularity of music and our genre is so big that unfortunately you just can't have that same approach or thinking that it's going to be like hit after hit from all of your top artists. It's not. Like, now it's an oversaturated market. You're going to have a couple of bad things. Do you know where I'm coming from? But I'm with Chuckie, like, Giggs just dropped something dope. Fredo's dropping something dope. Potter and Digger dropped something dope. If you don't want to listen to it, fair enough, but don't come out and say nothing's good. Yeah, just say you don't want to listen to those things, but they're good, bro. They're very, very good. People are rapping out here. Anyway,
there's an album called Dirt in a Diamond by George, which is really good. There's a song called Pray, which has got Wretch on it. And I know I keep saying this all of the time, yeah? But yo, you lot need to be paying attention to these verses that Wretch is giving out at the moment, bro. Wretch is giving out some verses that are just absolutely insanity.
He's warming us up. Pause. Just for the... Because I know when he drops his thing, I've had a brief conversation with him. When I say brief, very brief.
Yeah.
Why for that as well? But,
very brief.
Brother.
When he drops his thing,
it's crazy. That was crazy.
Do you know what? I didn't even want to say that, and I just thought I'm not even going to do all of that. But I noticed it. I definitely noticed it.
But
we got, you know what? Yeah, we definitely have like, we're going into this stage.
That one did sweet you, innit?
We're going into this crop of like, or this stage where there's a crop of rappers that are like a little bit older that actually can now be themselves and just make money.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and they could just be comfortable. Like, and I think it's a stage that most people will not necessarily notice, because more time you're looking at the younger bucks and you're looking at like what some of these lot are doing. But when you think about Giggs' career, yeah, look how long Giggs has been outside for.
Time.
And Giggs can now, look at where Giggs is now. He hasn't even dropped anything yet, but just the way that he's positioned himself musically, there's still anticipation for Giggs. When Giggs drops, he's going to do a good capacity venue. And on top of that, he's going to have people turn up for him.
Of course.
And pull up for him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, I just think it's incredible. Kano will drop at some point. Gets his in there.
Gets his cooking.
Yeah, gets his cooking. Like there's a crop there that is an older crop that can come out and be outside and exist so comfortably. Do you know what I mean? I think that's such a beautiful place to be. Because so many come and go. Why for that as well? But
sorry to cut you, but that's why I have to thank all the commercial artists for that. Because the more they push, and the more hip hop and grime and all of these genres drill are bigger, it means the more money everybody makes.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the scene becomes bigger. Yeah. So like Central C getting a massive deal in the States it's massive for everyone.
100%.
Because then he pushes it so much further, someone's gonna go, but what else is going on over there?
Exactly.
So you have to say shout out. And Dave, Sprinter, like it's been number one since
9 weeks now.
Since my kids were 1 year old. So last year. So
9 weeks. They're gonna it looks like it's gonna be 10 weeks. So obviously we'll know today if it's gonna be 10 weeks. It's gonna be 10 weeks, bro.
And then you're talking about, you mean there's 2 quote unquote urban artists that are number one in this country for 10 weeks. Do you know how big that is? Like, it's big for us.
Yeah, and what the tune is doing anyway worldwide is like you see these lot. I saw a clip of them in Toronto, and they're saying the thing, and it's like everyone in there is just saying. And I just know that, like, you know, going off what you're saying is that there's so many people in that crowd that will look at that and say, "What? Like, let me go on YouTube and check my recommended. Who's this? What's that? I heard about him. What's happening?" Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and it just does so much for the scene. So I'm happy about that.
And it gives people, like, you know, some careers as well. Like Shakira, no one knows what the fuck she's doing. All of a sudden she's out here singing Sprinter.
Right then.
The last time I spoke about Shakira, PK was leaving her.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Didn't she have some situation with the jar? Wasn't it jam in the jar?
That's right, because PK don't eat jam.
Right.
But there was jam missing.
Right then.
He caught himself in the jam, but he looks like he's doing all right.
There you go.
Shakira, on the other hand, is singing Sprinter. Shakira, man, sort it out, man. You was out here with Beyonce talking about some madness, and now look what you're doing. Yeah. It's still buff though, man. Give you credit, man.
Is he still Chris?
What? Cross, make a jump.
Strong.
Shout her out. Yeah,
come
man.
On.
Gym ting. I love her.
Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know, man. It's sick. I just now, and I know I keep saying this also, but I just want Benjamin AD to be outside, because that's my favorite rapper at the moment, bro. He just occasionally just drops a couple of things here and there and that, and I'm like, yeah, please be outside now. I see him post on his Instagram today. Was it today or yesterday? He said mixtape ready. I'm excited. That's what I'm excited for.
But his communication skills sometimes are as bad as mine, to be fair. But his communication skills are just like the way he drops. If I message him tomorrow, I expect a response this time next week. 100%.
I'm like that sometimes.
Shout out Benjamin AD though. He is honestly one of the most talented, bro, in this country by far.
Yeah, he's fucking sick, bro. All right, what? Is that it musically quickly? All right, let's go here quickly.
Central C?
Huh?
What? All right.
Oh, is that what he does? Am I getting mad here?
He's doing that stuff. Yeah, actually.
Anyway, listen.
Anyway now.
What the fuck was going on the fucking boat?
All right, I like this one.
Yeah? What was happening there?
Brother.
Because I was away.
You was?
Yeah, I was away, and I just saw a commotion. Yeah? It was a commotion that I wasn't loving. Yeah? Something was happening, and I weren't loving it. So what's going on?
Well, hopefully you'll show the video. Oh, you are showing the video. Fantastic.
Right, so explain to me what's happening here.
There was a security guard who was just doing his job and telling some people that they can't park their boat where it is on the dock because there was another, vehicle coming to park up. So he's like, can you just move your boat? You can't park it here. He was just doing his job. And the people that in which he was speaking
he was just what?
Doing his job.
Right.
And the people that, he was speaking to clearly didn't like the way in which he was telling them that you have to move. So after several seconds, maybe 30 or 40 seconds of having this discussion, it could have been longer. That's just when the video clip started. The altercation became physical, and I don't mean to call out the colour of people, but this guy was black and there was 4 Caucasian individuals beating him up. It got bad.
It's a bit tone deaf.
It's a bit
tone deaf.
I also have pictures of this family before the fight, and I have pictures of the family after the fight. We'll get into that later. So as they started the confrontation, one of the security guards just started hitting the floor and getting punched up by the Caucasian people. So then there was one black man who decided to swim from another boat. He swam over, and more other individuals came from that other boat. And I'm telling you, they gave these man a beating. A real beating. I'm talking WWE beating. Not only did they beat them black and blue, literally, I've got the photos, they even took out steel chairs and applied it to people's heads. Now, I don't agree with the women getting hit. I'm not out here saying women shit. Yeah, a woman got hit with a steel chair. It was nasty. But all I'm saying is, darling, you can't come and defend your husband if he's out here picking on the black man by himself. And then when you lot are outnumbered, all of a sudden you're playing victim. That doesn't feel right.
Are they flung him in the water?
They've dashed. Do you know what? One white brother was so scared he jumped in the water. He jumped in the water.
Oh wow! Look, yeah, he's
the confrontation got really out of hand.
This is definitely a fistmas now.
What? When I say beer man came punching up youths, yeah. And do you know what? Listen, I'm not one for physical violence. For physical violence, how else is it going to be? I'm not one for physical altercations. I believe that maybe discussions are the best way of dealing with a situation. When it becomes physical, all rationality goes out the window. But sometimes you need a punch in the face.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely. It felt. A
bit racist. Just say it, Chuckie. It felt a little bit like, let's pick on the black man. That's what it looked like to me. And before you know it, man are getting tumped up left, right, and centre.
Oh, there's more stuff going on.
Yeah, there's more stuff, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of undertones going on. So, you know what it was, yeah? Where it stank for me was that, like, the black guy and the white guy initially seemed like they were having a conversation, yeah? And which that conversation turned into a physical altercation. I was unhappy at the fact that the three Avadons came over straight on punching man up and not actually trying to defuse it. They should have really ran over and split them up and been like, all right, cool, don't worry about it. Because they didn't do that, because they ran over and went straight onto like the smoke with the black brother, they had like, you can't be mad now when the black dons come over and then they are on the same thing that you're on. Because this could have been, it seems to me, I mean, I'm talking from looking at this on the screen, so I could be wrong. But it just seems to me that, like, seeing things like this, you could just go over there and diffuse that pretty quickly, and it doesn't have to be anything. For me, it turned into a big thing
for no
reason. And now they ended up like getting a short straw.
I think there's a couple of videos I sent you.
Right, there was a lot going on then. I didn't see it. I didn't realize it was. Oh my god! I didn't realize it was all of. It was like this.
I want to show you the guy's face, man. You seen the guy's face?
Which face?
I sent it to you right now.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Look what he says. Listen to what he says.
Go on, turn it up.
Well, turns out that 65-year-old man could really fucking throw him.
Yeah,
and do you know what? Do you know what I say to him to that though? Honestly, I like that response.
Yeah, so do I.
To me, I would chat to him afterwards.
Yeah, he took the L, innit?
He took the L, he's accepted the L. And do you know what? We don't know the backstory. They could have just been drunk. They could have been so drunk on the boat. And do you know what? It could be a situation where they have a little bit of privilege, like, we always do this. Who are you to tell us anything? It might not have to do anything with anything. But I do say the moment it becomes physical, because you weren't prepared to fight that much black people, but you were prepared to fight one black person. For me, it just feels a little bit racist. And obviously it stinks. Obviously me, I will always jump to that conclusion. But come on, bro, like, this is... Am I being bad? Is it me?
I feel like 6 months ago, if he didn't get that beating, he would have said that black man can fight. But he got the life kicked out of him, and it's only age now. That 65-year-old.
But you know what's so mad about it as well? Do you know why he knows he has to do the age thing? Because he's on camera. That means everywhere he goes and there's a black man, if he moves a little bit left and the man goes, wait a minute, didn't you attack Uncle All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to give you this cheeseburger the way you like it today, my brother. You might have to go to another McD's. Like, who knows what type of problems he's going to get into? Because this is the one thing I do like about the black people in America. And Chuckie touched upon this about a couple of weeks ago when we spoke about gas prices going up. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. That's not the case in America. When they have to stand up sometimes, like in Paris, when they have to stand up sometimes like that,
they will
stand up. Like, I don't even think, I could be wrong, but I haven't even seen something like that in England, really. Where you're seeing a black brother getting abused and it's got nothing to do with you, but that's a brother. Yeah. I have to step in and intervene. In this country, we're a little bit more reserved. You might see a black brother getting into some type of altercation with many white people and just do nothing.
Leave it.
Not me, obviously. I got a big mouth. I'll just start screaming Jamaica and bare things. But I'm glad that we're watching videos like this, and hopefully it has an impact on just black people in general. And we understand that, we have to unite a little bit more because they united here. And I don't know how true this is, but I do know what's true. A lot of them have been arrested.
Yeah, I heard all of them got arrested, but I don't know what all of them means.
But I also heard rappers are paying for their bail.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
So that makes me feel a little bit happy that that's how much they're uniting. Not only is it, oh my God, I'm going to unite and help strangers that I don't know because they're my brothers, but then that good love that you're showing now extends out of the community that you're into another community of black people that go, well, we got money. How much is your bail? Because all you was doing was defending a 65-year-old black man getting beaten up by four, five people.
Their justice system must hate that part, by the way.
Oh my Lord.
When people are turning around and saying, do you know what, we'll bail him out.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, we'll bail out. We got money now. They must hate that bit.
Oh, of course they hate that part.
They must hate that bit.
Remember that George Zimmerman who killed...
Who white people bailed him out?
Rich,
There's always that conversation about guns and, their amendment rights and all of them type of foolishness there. But yeah, I did see this still, and I did feel like it shouldn't be like this, bro. Like, this is a whole madness that could have just been diffused so quickly. But because these lot took it upon themselves to just rush my man, you just have to hold this now. You have to hold that. And it's so good and wholesome in a sense. Unfortunately wholesome to see people came to the rescue. Because that could have been mad for him,
Brother.
He could have got beaten up and then chucked in the water.
And then, unfortunately...
Or he could have got beaten up and had a cardiac arrest. He could have just got mad.
He's 65.
Yeah.
He's 65. So, one thing they learned is don't judge a book by its cover. It could be a very good book, and that 65-year-old man can throw them. He's learned that the hard way. Literally, look at his face.
Oh, good.
Look at his face. So, yeah, man, hopefully that message is extended out of the community to other people, and just all you Caucasians, I love white people. I gave you a song a couple weeks ago. I got your back for... You can't move like this, man. Just chill out, man.
What else is going on in the world?
There are a couple things going on in the world.
Going on in the world?
In terms of negativity, I have that all day. You know my team. Because I just think America needs to be closed.
Closed?
Yeah, they need to
Man
close
said
it.
closed.
Close it.
Close
it. Just close it.
Man said I think America needs to be closed.
Why not? Why is it open?
That is hilarious.
It's just, there's so much things happening in America that I think to myself, what's wrong with you lot? Especially when it comes to police. I mean, I saw a video the other day. I'm just going to play it. I'll send it to you.
It's not a police brutality thing, is it?
Of course it is.
Oh my God.
Hey, please, get the baby. Please get the baby. Back up. One time. Back up. Come on, man.
Do you know what? I'm not doing it any service. Let me give it to EA Sports so we can put it on the screen. And then I can... So EA, what I'm about to send you, it's not nice. Oh, your battery low? Come on, hopefully, man. What I'm about to send you is a bit upsetting because what we have on screen
He doesn't die, does he?
Nah, there's a black man who's literally, hey, Baba, you're right. There's a black man who's literally sitting in a restaurant with his child. With his child, and two police officers come into the restaurant as they believe he's one individual that has committed a crime. And they are literally pulling him away whilst he has his picnic in his hand. Only to find out the culprits they're looking for are hiding in the toilet. So what's going to happen to the police officers?
You what?
They're hiding in the toilet. Who's taking the piss there?
Hey, please, get the baby. Please get the baby. One time. Come on, man. Squeeze it up. Squeeze me down. We're not squeezing you. Let me fuck on your shoe head. Hey, please stop. Be careful. If your baby head, be careful. Baby hurt. Your baby head, please stop. The fuck off of me. Somebody grab the baby. The fuck off of me. Somebody grab the baby. Let him go.
So, oh my God. So just for the people that... Are they punching him? I can't do it.
So pause that for a second.
I can't do it.
Now, how true this is, I don't know.
Bro,
I don't know how true about what I'm going to say is. And it relates more to England than it does in America. But someone in America potentially could tell me what the situation is over there. Over here, I heard the police were called policemen and policewomen, which meant that all laws apply to everyone. And the moment they were called police officers, they were exempt from certain laws. How true this is, I don't know. But that's what I've heard. But ever since that case, maybe it's because, things were hidden and we got more cameras so we can actually document things more. But one thing I'm seeing too often in the States and even, coming over here is this police brutality thing. So I was wondering, like, why can't there be like a separate service away from people for police where if they act out of their job role, they are punished, scrutinized, because it just seems like it's happening so frequently and these people are paid to serve and protect. But the moment they're the perpetrators, why do they go home and make love to their wife? So this is all I want to know.
But I don't know, man. I find these things hard to watch, man. Like, I just find it hard to watch, man. And I don't think that, this is ever going to stop. Reason being, it just makes, anytime I see things like this, it always makes me think, what was happening when there wasn't cameras?
Jesus Christ.
Like, I'm seeing so much barefaced on camera. Like, some of it is with the camera on them, bro. Like, and it's on. So what was happening when it wasn't that? Like, I go to that sometimes and I think, if we can still be here with the cameras on, do you know how far away they are for any type of, like, real justice when it comes to stuff like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. Right now, I do find it really difficult looking at shit like that.
Like, you're saying, like, he's saying the difference between, like, what it's like when there's no camera, right?
Yeah.
They don't think they're doing anything wrong.
I know.
But what have I said here on numerous occasions, though? We need to throw away opinions. Throw them away. We've got too many podcasts with too many opinions. I blame me and Chuckie. It is what it is. Throw them away. There's no progression with opinion. All there is conversation and conversation. Progression comes from truth. Now, the truth in this video is there is two guys, forget their job role, there is two guys attacking a man holding his child. What are you doing? Even if he's in the wrong, what are you doing? If you're saying, we need to get this guy because he's in the wrong, he's trapped. He's got his pickney. There's nothing he can do. You're meant to just walk in there and just let him know, listen, my brother, we believe you happen to be this individual. Can you please hand over the child and come outside for a conversation? Now, they may have done that. And he might have not been willing to compromise and talk to them. But guess what? In the end of it, you lot were wrong anyway.
Yeah.
So realistically, it's either we have incompetent police officers that need to learn how to do their job more efficiently, or we've got incompetent police officers that don't care about their job that role that much. They're just frustrated at things that happen at home. They want to punch someone up. Black man, racist, God knows what. I don't know what's happening with the police service, and I'm not going to just center it down to the States. You can watch a video Nico recently uploaded where he went to a country, there's a new country that's just been made. I can't remember what it's called. But he has to get there via Croatia, I believe. He has to get there via Croatia because he couldn't get there via Serbia because the country is literally protected by Croatian police. He finally gets on the island. It's a great video. He finally gets on the island. It's not illegal. Gets on the island, puts on a flag. The police stops him, throws him on the floor, kicks him. Nico doesn't take anything serious anyway. My whole thing is, I just think worldwide, I think now it is time for there to be a revamp of the police service because they're meant to be here to serve and protect, but essentially they're adding to crime rate. They're adding to problems. It makes it. Hcpod said something the other day. I don't think police is going to change in this capacity because if all crimes were solved, there'll be less police. If there's less police, there's probably less reasons to have bigger prisons. There's probably less reason to have more guns. You're just talking about one industry losing a lot of money that I believe the world probably profits from quite a bit. So I genuinely feel in my heart of hearts that they put in shit officers because that keeps crime rate up. That keeps all of the things that you want to happening so you continue to make money.
It depends,
out of these industries.
It does depend. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that much about their thing over there, but what I will say is that like, it's not really a job that pays that well. So I think like, there's a lot of people that don't like. I think that they find it quite difficult trying to get people to be police officers, as it is anyway. So then with that being said, if you're finding it difficult to get people to be police officers and you're just going to recruit based upon the crop of people that are looking to be police officers, it might mean that the people that are trying to be police officers are people that are crooked in their heart Do you get what I'm saying? If it was a job, that was like super desired and loads of people wanted to do it or whatnot, then I guess you got a task on your hand on like finding, like cherry picking the good people that you can be a part of this. But if we've got to a stage here where it's like a lot of people don't want to be police officers or whatever, and you feel like this is a thing that we need, and there's like a small group of people that are applying for this, then the chances are the people that are going to apply for these jobs, there's going to be a chance that you're likely to get the person who's crooked in their heart. Does that make sense?
100%.
So then now you go to America, for example. Now you give the person a badge and a legal firearm, and they're crooked in their heart. That is a recipe for absolute disaster.
Yes.
But then also you add different elements into it too, because for me, I just think the gun thing is crazy. Like, I just think it's just nuts. I think it's almost hilarious to me how they really defend wanting to have straps. It blows my mind, doesn't it? But that's their conditioning. However, now, because everyone does have straps, legally and illegally, someone bunning your skin with that is a madness,
Brother,
so everyone is on edge. Everyone is on edge because your skin can get bun from all different angles here. So you got my man who's bunning my man's skin or whatever because they've got whatever else going on. You got the police bunning this one's skin because they think something's going on, or this one's got an illegal firearm or whatever. Then you got them bunning each other's skin. Then you've got people going into situations where, and it happens both ways. I'm not even giving the police a bly on this. I'm just saying like how I see certain things. It's like, you know what? So now it creates a scenario now where like I don't trust these lot. I don't trust them because I see them the way that they've tried to police certain situations or whatnot. So when you try and stop me, I'm just a little bit on edge. And now if you're going to try and put my arm a certain way, break this, do this, whatever, I might bust my one to get away.
It's the truth though.
I might do that because I'm shook. I don't even want to have to do this, but I'm shook. But then also, they go into a situation thinking, my skin can get bun right now. Right? So they're going into this on absolute smoke. It needs to be closed. Honestly.
I told you.
It actually needs to be closed.
And do you know what? I can go further.
It needs to be closed.
I think Americans have marketed things in a particular way through music and through television programs, which means by the time you hit 20, your perception of the situation is very difficult to move. When I was growing up, there was a show called Cops.
Oh, remember that?
Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Now, who were they talking about? The criminals or the police? Who was the bad boys? It was the police, because what film gets released later on with flipping Will Smith and Martin Lawrence? Bad boys. And who are the bad boys? The cops. And they're shooting people. Now, if you're a 12 to 15-year-old watching this, in your mind, the cops are the good guys, but they're the bad guys where they can shoot people. So it doesn't really tell you the story from the perspective of the guys that are getting shot. They have no story. It doesn't matter about them. All we care about is that the cops are saving the world. So now all of a sudden you grow up and you think, I have to shoot him because he's bad, he's negative. That's being marketed by the Americans. You can go further. I used to listen to Montel Jordan that would encourage me to cheat. Girl, if it's alright, let's go somewhere and get it on tonight. That's what he says. I got a girl, but you look good tonight. Americans have consistently been marketing F-free. And then by the time you're 20, 21 years old, if that's what you've grown up on, how do you move from that? I'm just saying, for 2 months, close America.
Right, and you want me to believe that that aliens are over there? Oh, fuck off with that.
I believe it.
What, they went to America? Fuck that, I don't believe that.
Where else would you go?
I don't know, Botswana.
What's that for me?
I don't know.
I can go stripper, fried chicken, and all of this.
Big man.
Go Botswana and look at trees.
Yeah, but you're judging it based upon your interests.
Your interest.
Yeah, how do you know what an alien is into? See, this is the thing, yeah. This is why Americans piss me off.
God.
Because they believe that everything that they do is interesting. So an alien is going to look at the world and say, oh, I want to go to America because it's interesting. Oh, fuck off.
No, but watch this though. This is what people do you know why you know the Americans have aliens over there? Because they told you. But you see the English, they could have it over here, but they're not telling you nothing. See the Russians, see the Chinese, they're just doing their thing. The Americans have got the biggest mouths in the world. Their whole country, to me, because it was revamped and made new, these other countries have been here. This is a newish country. Their whole marketing strategy has been who's got the biggest mouth, who can conquer the most, who can kill the most people. It's just effery. Absolute effery. Black people don't even know what country they're originally from. That country, just 2 months, 2-3 months. I know we had COVID, but everyone was closed. I want you to just be closed.
Strong.
And I want you to just change a couple of things in there. That means white people just don't attack black men on a boat. It means that bad boys. It's actually down to something that's actually bad, not just the police and everyone. And most importantly, that Montel Jordan comes out and makes the new version of Get It On Tonight.
Right, exactly.
My brother.
I'm telling you loudly. Do you know what? Anyway, yeah. With that being said, it wasn't aliens. It's North Korea.
Oh, this guy.
I'm telling you, it's North Korea. It's one of them. It's Kim and one of them, man. It's the uncle. It's the cousin. It's the son. It's one of them lot. I'm telling you, it's one of them lot.
They're saying the artificial intelligence. They're saying these aliens are bare smart and they don't want no problems. They just come down, pre what's going on, and bust out.
It's Kim and them.
You still think it's a Kim?
It's Kim and them, man. Trust me. There's a beef going on, you know. They want to know what's going on. I mean, they're not over in America trying to see if there's anything interesting going on. They just want to make sure that they're behaving themselves.
No, because everyone I know Kim, I have an acronym for Kim, because everyone that's Kim just doesn't dwell on nothing. They just keep it moving. So, Kim Kardashian, how many people? She just keeps it moving. Kim over there, keep it moving. Them man don't dwell. So, I don't know. But hey, I think listen, I have no problem with America. Look at the way I'm dressed now. It's because of America. But just close it for 3 months. I'm extending it 3 months now. Just look at the things that are going on.
I don't want to get too onto America because I do like it sometimes when we connect. Like when we connect, it's nice. I like it when the rappers are connecting and that.
Gigs
and,
and them man over
you know
there.
What I'm saying? Some of the comedians are connecting and whatever and like.
But they're not the problem. We know what the problem is.
Yeah. Go on.
We know what the problem is. People like Joe Biden's son out here just doing coke, doing everything else. But if the black man does it in the hood, he goes prison. Joe Biden's son, he's having sex with his missus right now.
Joe Biden's son.
Is a cokehead, fam. Like, it's not even a secret. Like, what I'm saying is not a secret. It is documented. There's videos, everything. But it's calm.
I'm just heavily impressed that Joe Biden's still at it.
He can walk straight.
I'm surprised he can walk.
I'm surprised. Do you know what? I rate that. Do you know what Joe Biden represents?
That's a big fucking job.
A massive job.
He's what? He's 80, what? He's 90 something?
He's
like nearly 100.
He's at least 100.
All right, let's just go with that. He's nearly 100. I don't care where we go. He's nearly 100 and he's fucking running a country. That's a big fucking job.
And he's not in a wheelchair.
No. There's a lot going on. Like, it's a lot going on. I mean, and that's why I don't even want to go into all of this.
He's lagging though.
Huh?
Oh yeah, he is lagging something.
Yeah,
but come on,
naturally, man.
He's an old man.
Naturally, that's a lot. How many meetings can you Bro, meetings are tiring. Meetings can be tiring. Traveling, and I know that he travels in comfort, private jets, and you know what, like cars and all. But when you're 80-something years old, you need to relax.
Not be out here running a country.
Also, your level of like cognitive behavior. Because when you deep it, yeah, like things move change a lot, yeah.
Kim.
When you're 80-something years old, it is difficult to keep up with everything that is going on. And don't you need to have a level of what's going on down here? Like, you need to be in the know a little bit. I understand that we have like age. I don't say we. Let's them lot. Obviously, they've got
trust me, them lot.
Yeah, there's like a aging community and all of these type of stuff, and they need someone who's going to be able to like be the voice of reason and whatnot. But 80-something years old.
I promise you, he's never heard Sprinter.
No, he hasn't.
He doesn't even know who Central C and Dave are. 100%. 100%.
You hope not.
But yeah, that's America. Close it for a couple, maybe 3 months, and we'll have a good time, man. Like,
do you know what? In a nutshell, sorry, like I know this sounds really ageist, but I am starting to get to a point where I feel like, you know what? Someone educate me on this, and someone tell me whether I'm wrong for saying this. But I am starting to think, that like maybe somebody of that age, maybe people that run in the country should be a lot younger. Maybe.
No, I don't think it's age. I'm sticking with BBT.
Go on, what's that?
Bring back Trump.
What?
And I'll tell you why. America needs to be honest. Once it's honest and the problems are evident, then we know what to get rid of.
Bruv, he will end up he'll get that country blown up.
Do you know what, my brother? If that's what needs to happen, because I'm not totally against it as long as my people get to leave.
They didn't have any wars.
Who?
When Trump was there.
Trump was there, they had no
Oh, yeah, but there was close to one.
To be honest with you, from what I've read, I could be wrong, so please don't attack me too much in the comments, but please do, because we need comments. I'm saying Obama done more wars. Obama done more every in that sense. And I'm Team Obama. Trust me, I don't really care about America like that. But if we're just going to look at it objectively, and I was an alien and I came down, Obama done more wars than Trump. Yeah. Trump's problem is he's a madman. He had madman break into the White House, bro, when he realized he weren't going to win. Like, to me, I like America to just be honest. Not give me this sort of sugar-coated, nah, bro, just be real to what you are. And so that way we know what we're getting ourselves into. Yeah. When Obama was president, it was just a fabrication of something. Like, it wasn't really, do you know where I'm coming from? So, I mean, Biden...
Do you know what, anyway, let me go away. Let me have a real think about what I'm trying to articulate here in regards to Biden and why. And then I will formulate a good reasoning for where my mind's at and why it is where it's at in a serious way. But until then, you know what? Them lot can do their thing. We've got fucking big problems over here.
Massive problems over here.
Anyway, is that it? I actually got to leave now anyway.
Before I leave, I'm going to give you one howler.
Go on, go for it.
This is all I will say before I give this howler to the world. Now, parents, we have a huge responsibility raising children. Huge. Bigger than anything you've ever seen before in your life. So if you're a shit person, the odds in you raising a decent child are quite, like me, slim. I'm just going to show you why I like people that are upfront like Thierry Henry. Because you know where you stand. I don't like people that hide things. Because when someone's curious, I believe that cat might die. And cats today don't have 9 lives. They just about have 1.
I'm telling you.
Let's go.
EPP, I'm afraid I have a devastating dilemma for you. I'm currently house sitting for my parents whilst they're away on holiday for a week. On the first night, after a few glasses of wine, I got under the bed to plug my phone charger into the wall. There I found a very pretty shoebox.
Oh no, don't look in the shoebox under the bed.
Oh, I don't even know if I can read this.
Why would you bloody look? Why?
Imagine my shock as I opened it to find my mother's very large and realistic battery-powered boyfriend. Hindsight is great, and I know now that I should have left it there, but my curiosity would unfortunately get the better of me. Being alone and horny, and also quite impressed by the XL veiny monster I had in my hands...
No.
Oh, no!
No, she did not use a mum's dildo. Tell me. Well, please.
People are disgusting.
She did not.
I gave it a wash, turned it on and slipped it in. So not to go into too much detail, all I'll say is the beast was amazing. It hit all the right spots. Upon closer in... Oh no! It gets worse!
How does it get worse? She's using her mum's dildo, for Christ's sake.
No!
What?
The only markings were a faint name on the base embossed in the plastic. It read, "Clone a Willy." Oh no. Turns out I've been getting the best orgasms of my life from a replica of my father's penis.
That's been Halfcast. I've been Poet. That was Chuckie. Take care. Give me my children. I don't need this world anymore.